Don't let the bastards win. Some of the best advice I ever got. Don't let the bastards win. Hi, I'm Jonathan and welcome to another episode of Identity Crisis. Now, what does that mean? Don't let the bastards win. Well, I've been told that saying for many, many years. One of my mentors always said that to me. There are people who are in charge of things all over the world, such as your job, your dreams, your goals, volunteer organizations, clubs, whatever it might be. There's always somebody at the top or people at the top. And depending on how you get along with those particular people, that sort of also determines how you progress, how easy it is to achieve what you want, climb the ladder, get to the goals that you want. And if you're one of them, as the term goes, then the road almost seems to be, from the outside at least, smooth sailing. But if you're not within that little clique, within that little group, or one of the sort of chosen ones as such, then the struggle, as I say, is real. And you can really feel disheartened, you can really feel annoyed and sometimes depressed. You can start to think, am I ever going to achieve this? And after a while, you start to find yourself thinking to yourself, well, maybe I should just give up, walk away and do something else. But like I said, the best advice I was ever given, don't let the bastards win. Why should we let other people take away our happiness, our dreams, our goals, our support? It's a good question. But I know that I've let people do that. I'm sure that you've let people do that too. Probably not intentionally or consciously, but we have done it. So I just want to go over a few things today along that particular subject that can hopefully help me and you through the situation. So the first thing is, the people who doubt you do not get to decide your future. So let's just say, for example, you're part of a club or an organization. The people who know you there only know you as your personality within that particular organization. They don't know what you're like at your job, in your family, in your relationship with your friends. They don't really know your morals or your true personality. They know that side of you. So what gives them the right to determine everything about you based on the very small amount that they know about you? And if they're making all their decisions based upon the way that you interact or how you dress or your personality or whatever it might be, and it's not in line with what they want, well, you know what? Who cares? As I said, do not let them dictate and decide your future. They may think, well, we don't want people like you, you're not one of us. But do you really want to be one of them? I know that I certainly don't. There's an organization I'm a part of, which is where my mentor is. And the people who have always held me back from things and held other people back from things, I don't want to be like them. Typically, they're very miserable. They are miserable people. And they hold on to the power that they've got, and they're very selective with who they choose to sort of keep that power within their little circle and keep that kind of trend going, that miserable attitude. Now, I could have walked away from things many, many times, but I chose not to, because ultimately, who loses? Who wins? Well, they win if I walk away, and I lose. I lose because I no longer have the enjoyment of doing what I was doing, and I lose because I no longer have the enjoyment of striving toward the goal that I wanted to achieve. They win because they get rid of me, they get rid of you. So don't let people like that dictate and decide your future. The other thing is, success is not about proving them wrong. So if you're going after a goal or a dream or whatever it might be, just say, for example, you want to be a Formula One driver and you're held back. I'm not too sure how that world works, but this is just an example. Once you achieve that particular goal, don't set the goal like you're trying to prove to them that you're worthy of it, because that's not how it works. You know, you go after a goal because you want it. It's something that you truly want to have. You're not out there to prove it to anybody else that, oh, see, I can do it, you were all wrong. It's not about that. You go after it and you succeed because you want to do it, and you do it the best way you possibly can. They're going to look at you from the sidelines along the entire way, and they're going to doubt you all the way. Even when you get to that goal, when you reach that dream and you've got what you actually want, they will still look at you from the side and judge you. Oh yeah, well, he shouldn't be doing that, she shouldn't be doing that, they're not good enough, they're never going to be as good as us. Let them do it. Let them do it. Don't let their attitude take you down whether you know about it or not. Now, when it comes to goals and dreams, the important thing to remember is that most dreams and goals die because people give up, not because the dream or the goal actually fails. I'm guilty of this. There are certain things in my life that I've wanted, really, really wanted, and to this day I still haven't achieved them because I gave up. Or I'd like to think I put it on pause, but let's say I've given up on certain things. And it's not because of failure. The feedback I've received from people whilst I've been in pursuit of my dreams and goals mostly has been very positive. Now, they haven't been the people in charge to say, oh yes, you can finally do what you want and be a part of it, but they've been the people who are good stepping stones along the way, the mentors, the people that you associate with or work with. And the reason why I haven't achieved certain things in my life, it isn't because I was bad at them or because I didn't want to do them, it's because I let the people who didn't want me to do it kind of take over my mind, really. I've often said to people that whilst the bullies no longer physically exist, they mentally exist between here and here. And that's a dangerous thing to have, because once they've planted their seeds and they've put it out to you as much as they possibly can, after a while you start to believe it. And then when they leave or walk away and you're no longer important to them, you can hear their words in the back of your mind. Your subconscious mind has been programmed to believe everything that they kept throwing back at you. And when you can't achieve something, you're like, see, they were right. Now with me, I'm neurodivergent. I've got several sparkles, as I say. I'm dyslexic, I've got Asperger's, ADHD. Thank God for autocorrect, because that helps with my dyslexia so much. But when it comes to learning things, for example, like theory, technical theory, written theory, I struggle so much. Creatively, I excel. When I'm put under pressure, like an exam, like an oral examination, for example, I find that really difficult too. And that's all the sparkles coming into play, the dyslexia and other bits and pieces. When I feel like I'm under pressure, severe pressure, my brain can fog up and it ruins me. It really does. So, and I've let people's words and sort of my neurodivergency convince me in some aspects of my life that I'm not going to get what I want. And so I've let those dreams go. Hopefully I can get them back, but I've let them go. I think I've made my point there. Don't do what I've done. I'm trying very hard to work on reversing that, which is half the reason why I'm doing these videos as well, because if I can talk about my life, my experiences, it's a way of reflecting upon them myself and getting the strength to move past them. You know, when I was diagnosed, I laugh at the word diagnosed, when I was told that I had, I was dyslexic and Asperger's and ADHD, it was challenging at first, I'll be honest, very, very challenging, because I thought, well, what's wrong with me, and of course I'm not normal. But then I got told, but without people who were on the spectrum, as we say, you wouldn't have the greatest artists, the greatest musicians, the greatest poets, the greatest writers, the greatest performers, all that wonderful creative things in life that we hold and cherish and value. It wouldn't exist. And I learned very quickly through that to embrace it. Now, I still struggle with things, as I said, like written theory and learning things, and that has held me back from several goals. But I'm determined, now that I'm in my mid-40s, I'm determined not to let the bastards win. It's challenging. I know it's challenging. It's probably challenging for you if you're anything like me. But don't let the bastards win, because I know it's been hard for me. I'm sure it's been hard for you, but we need to be able to work past that. It's also very important to remember this. You do not need the approval of anybody else. In fact, if you're trying to achieve a goal or go after something, like I sort of said this before, you shouldn't be seeking validation. You shouldn't be seeking approval. Do it because you want to do it. Don't try and show these people who don't believe in you or who try and hold you back or put you down for whatever reason. Don't try and show them that you're just as good as them. Be the best you can be for you. Go after what you want for you. Never, ever, ever go after approval or validation. You'll get it from other people. You'll get it from your peers. You'll feel good about yourself. You'll do something, you'll achieve something new, and you'll feel fantastic. And somebody will reach out and go, hey, I love what you did there. That was so inspirational. Or what a great job you've done on that. Or you may have taken a fantastic photograph and wow, I love the tones or the color or the composition. You'll get that approval and validation in other ways without having to seek it. But never, ever, ever go after the approval and validation from the people who don't believe in you and the people who are purposely holding you back. And finally, the ultimate revenge is building a life that you enjoy. Don't let these bastards see that they are affecting you. Go after every single dream and goal that you have. Pursue them all. Don't let anything hold you back. There's going to be stumbles and fumbles along the way, but go out there and do whatever you want. Succeed. Now, it could take you a year, it could take you 10 years, it could take you 40 years. There's a goal I've had all my life that I still haven't achieved, but I'm still working towards it. One day, I will get there. And when I get there, I'll have the satisfaction of knowing that I got there. Despite all the roadblocks, all the setbacks and everything in between, I got there. And I'm not going to be standing up there beating my drum on social media saying, see, I told you I could do it and you never believed me. Who cares about those people? I'm going to do it because I want to do it, and I would hate to reach the end of my life knowing that I didn't do it. So let's now look at this with a little bit of humour, shall we? Because as I said before, I like to throw humour into the way I look at things. When I look at things such as, dyslexia and everything these days, if I read something wrong or say something wrong, I tend to typically laugh it off. I don't beat myself up for it anymore. So let's turn all this in a humorous way. Look at these people, and you don't need to laugh in their face, for example. That's probably rude, even though they're being rude to you. You don't need to be rude to them. But in the back of your mind or in privacy somewhere, just reflect on what they have, what they say, or what they do, and laugh. Just laugh at it, Recognize that they are small, insecure, little-minded people. And that's quite pathetic. Feel sorry for them. Laugh at it. I feel so sorry for you that you're the sort of person who has to put other people down to make you feel better. It's hilarious that you are in such self-preservation mode that you don't want to let anybody else into your little circle. One of these days you're going to lose it all anyway. You didn't have it at once, then you got it, and then you're going to lose it again. Laugh at that absurdity. It's best if you can laugh your way through life because it helps to make you feel better about anything. Laughing can help us through grief, and that could be grief of losing a dream or a goal or stalling a dream and a goal. But just laugh at these people. It's not always easy to do. It is not easy to do. But you have to do it. The secret to life is being embarrassed and loving it. Learn to laugh at yourself. Take the serious frivolously and the frivolous. I can't talk today. And the frivolous seriously. Let me say that whole once again. Take the serious frivolously and the frivolous seriously. There we are. I got there in the end. See, that's sort of my dyslexic brain coming into play. So, look, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Do me a favor now. Please hit that subscribe button and comment below. Has this happened to you? Have you been in a situation where you're trying to achieve something in life, a goal, a dream, an ambition, in jobs or relationships or family or whatever it might be, and people have held you back? People have done their best to put you down, to convince you that you aren't worthy enough, that you're not good enough. Have you experienced this before? Have you overcome it? If so, how did you overcome it? And if you're struggling, let me know. Hopefully this video is a way to show you that you don't need to struggle alone. Hopefully here on YouTube we can create this community where people can watch these videos and read the comments and realize that, wow, I'm not the only person who goes through this and I can overcome this. But as I said before, the biggest way of doing it is look at these people and laugh at them. Just laugh at them. They are insecure, little, pathetic people. And as I said at the very beginning of the video, don't let the bastards win. Ever. Never, ever, ever let them win. You win for yourself. Thank you for watching another episode of Identity Crisis, and I will see you next time.